Hey everyone, I have a very awesome violin today for sale. This violin right here is labeled Amati with a 1619 label of Nicholas Amati. Now this violin is grafted and appears to be from the 18th century. Now it's not an Amati, of course, as you can tell. It has had a one-piece rib at some point with the ebony insert. And we see the German style saddle going in there from the repair work. I believe what this is an 18th century violin, likely Mittenwald. It may even be a Klotz. Could be Klotz family. And if it is, it's a high dollar violin, but it's not nowhere near the Italian price. This violin is a smoker. It sounds wonderful. It's big, powerful sound. It's had repairs, of course. As you can see, these little black lines, that is repaired worm tracks. It's common in violins, especially if they made their way through England at some point. England violins, for some reason, get a lot of worm damage. Now, this is an interesting thing about this violin. This has an old Bearden, was the name of this appraisal. And it states on this appraisal that this is a Matthias Albani, late 17th century. In 1991, August of 1991, that it's worth $20,000 to $25,000. It gives the details about the instrument. Now, of course, I know that not to be the case, and especially after talking to some experts online, different people who are in the field anyway. So it's a slightly high arched instrument, about like a Klotz. And so it's had the one-piece rib at some point, and that's where they have done repair work, because one-piece ribs tend to swell. Definitely has that egg-shaped Mittenwald work up in that scroll, doesn't it? Sort of like a Klotz. There's a Klotz family, is a pretty good-sized family. Who made this? We don't know. Was it Klotz? Don't know, but it looks like Klotz. I just sold a real Klotz here with paperwork, and the heel was tiny, sort of this style of scroll, the Klingenthal and all of those types of areas of Germany, Vulgetland. A lot of them have a style of making in their scroll work. Marknenkirchen, they'll look a little different compared to what village or sector they're in. But Mittenwald for this scroll work, to me, looks Mittenwald, definitely 18th century. To me, it looks like mid to late. So mid to late, that part of this half of the century. Has a small, of course, the Amati style was the period of instruments. All these golden period instruments hadn't made their way through Europe yet, as far as the Strad, Guarneri del Jesus. Everybody was using the arched instruments, especially the Austrian as well. So what I see here, in my opinion, something along the lines of Klotz. Is it Klotz? Can't say. Mittenwald, 18th century, possibly Klotz. So the violin is priced reasonably, and it has a great sound. Now the setup could even be better, but this is the setup I have on it. Has heel style tailpiece, Guarneri chin rest, nice pearl pegs, and it looks like some dominant strings. I don't know the age of the strings. But I'm gonna give you a little sound sample. A lot of power on the D. Oh yeah, power. Let's hear that A. Very sweet. Very deep. It's a very powerful violin. It's very good. Little fiddling. Really beautiful sounding violin. Here's how balanced it is. Beautiful. It is a gorgeous instrument. It's got a very good price on it. And it's had repairs, but I mean, if you're 300 years old or almost 300 years old, you're going to have repairs. So God bless you all.